Bet you didn't know there's a place where Kentucky football and basketball fans unite. Welcome to Big Blue Breakdown. Whether you bleed blue or just love a good game, we've got the latest stories, hottest takes, and a whole lot of hometown pride. Hit play and join the conversation. This is your home for all things Kentucky sports.
Alrighty, welcome in everybody to episode 70 here on the Big Blue Breakdown. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and this is the fifth edition of Coffee Before College Football. Today, we're going to be breaking down the biggest slate of games here today. I will go ahead and show you guys that real quick. Before we go ahead and dive into anything, we're going to give a quick word over to our friends at W Energy. Make sure to use code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off your order every time you use it. And we'll be right back here on the Big Blue Breakdown. Hello, everybody. We wanted to take a break in this episode to tell you about our friends over at W Energy. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like any other energy drink. Some facts about W. Number one, it's zero sugar, artificial colors, or dyes, or hidden ingredients. It is also gluten-free. Number two, all flavors are unique and custom made by W. You'll never taste anything like a W drink. Number three, the drinks are $1 less, guys. That is cheaper than Starbucks or any canned drink. Lastly, it is made in the U.S. It is close to home. Guys, if you guys are looking forward to going to a Kentucky football game or Kentucky basketball game and you need some energy, get W. W is the perfect thing for you working out and you need some energy. You need W. You need W throughout the day. It is for you. Use promo code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off every single order. Guys, it not only just helps you guys be able to have a clean energy drink that you can use all the time with the tubs that they give you. It helps me and it helps the channel keep growing with you guys. If you guys do that, it helps us post more content and helps them, guys. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. But thank you guys so much for your time here. Please go check out W. Check out their website. And when you are about to purchase something, use promo code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off your order. Alrighty, welcome back, guys. We have a very, very special guest picker. I'm gonna hand the headset over to him so he can pick the Week 5 slate of games for today. Let him introduce himself.
Thanks for having me on, Jackson. My name's Joe Thurman. I'm his father. First game we're picking today is Auburn at Texas A&M. I'm going to have to go with Texas A&M in this game. It's going to be tough to pick the road team in this situation. Next game, Alabama at Georgia. I think Alabama might be a little better than people think they are, but I can't pick against Georgia at home. Too good, too deep. Defense is too good. Next game, Oregon at Penn State. This game, I am picking the away team. I think Oregon is really, really good. I'm not convinced how good Penn State is. I'll give them a little bit of an edge at home, but I like Oregon in that game. Next up is Tennessee at Mississippi State. I think Tennessee's pretty good. Mississippi State's looked pretty good too, and they're at home. That's a tough place to play. 4:15 game, not quite at night. If it was at night, I would probably go all in on Mississippi State. I'm gonna give it to Tennessee, but it's gonna be close. Next up is Ole Miss at LSU. I like LSU in this. I think LSU is really good. I think it's got the potential to not even be close. It probably will be close, but LSU's good. Last game, Kentucky at South Carolina, 7:45 at night. Sandstorm going off for the Gamecocks tonight. It's going to be really tough for Kentucky. To me, it's going to come down to, are we able to run the ball? I don't know if we are. I hope we are. But I'm going to give a slight edge to South Carolina at home. I want UK to win. I hope they win. They got to be able to run the ball if they have any chance. But I got to pick the Gamecocks in a close one tonight.
Thank you for coming on. Those were our celebrity guest pickers choices right there. So go ahead and break down mine real quick. I think this is probably the best slate of games we have had all year, with top-end games being very, very good, like Oregon, Penn State, also like Alabama against Georgia. I mean, that's always a really, really good game. And then you have other really, really good games like under the radar, like Mississippi State and Tennessee. And then games like I don't even have this game on here, but it's Notre Dame at Arkansas. Even though Arkansas has been struggling, that's still a very, very good game to watch. You got tonight South Carolina and Kentucky. You also got another very, very good SEC game in Auburn at Texas A&M. So probably the best slate of games we have seen this year so far. Going to be very, very interesting to see how these games play out. We already have a upset this week. Florida State falls to Virginia last night. That's a big loss for Florida State and a big win for Virginia. I'm actually really, really high on Florida State, so to see them lose that one, it shows that nobody right now in college football is just like 10 times better than everybody like it used to be. So week in, week out, upsets can happen. So that's what makes this slate so big here, with some really, really good top-end games. And some of these really, really good games that we would be paying attention to a lot more in other weeks are getting kind of just passed by. So to go ahead and break down my predictions for this week 5 slate, 3-1 Auburn goes to Texas A&M at 3:30. This game is on ESPN right now. Texas A&M is the 6.5 point favorites to this one, and I'm gonna have to take Texas A&M to win this one. I do think they end up covering this game. I like Auburn a lot. I actually really, really like the weapons that Auburn has. I just don't know how. I know Oklahoma's defense is really, really good. I just don't know how good this offensive line is for Auburn right now. I do, and to me, a lot of it boils down to, are they still stuck on last week's game and what happened last week and the events that occurred last week? Is that really going to affect them, and have they really bought all in going into the Texas A&M game, preparing the way they should be? We don't know, so I think some of that is still lingering on last week. So give me Texas A&M to cover this game and beat the Auburn Tigers. I'm going to take the score of 28-20. I'm going to have them cover the spread there. It's kind of a smaller spread, so 28-20 is my prediction for Auburn at Texas A&M. Now, we have, which could have been any other week, would have been game day, 7:30. Alabama goes on the road to Georgia, 2-1 Alabama. They're 17th ranked in the country. The 5th ranked Georgia at home, who has the best win in the country as of right now, on the road at Tennessee. They're the 3-point favorites in Georgia at home. They haven't lost at home since like 2017 against South Carolina. This team is very, very good at home. I actually really, really like what Ty Simpson has done in the last couple of weeks. I believe he is a lot better than people give him credit for from that Florida State game. I think a lot of that boiled down to how bad their offensive line was in that Florida State game. I think they have taken the right steps, but Georgia at home. It doesn't matter really who's going there. I don't think you can pick against that. I think this year Georgia has some legit guys on the outside in Zachariah Branch in London Humphreys, and I think Gunnar Stockton has taken the right steps. Only thing I'm kind of worried about for Georgia is that secondary, but I will take Georgia to win this football game. I will actually have them covering the spread in this one. I have Georgia winning 35-28 over Alabama. Game day. Oregon goes on the road to Penn State. 6th-ranked Oregon, 3rd-ranked Penn State. This is a wideout game here. And the big thing I think going into this one is, can Franklin finally get over the hump of winning a big game or the big game at Penn State? I think it's going to be very, very tough today with Dan Lanning. I'm a really big fan of Dan Lanning, and I think he has his program going in the right direction right now. I think both of these teams are very, very elite, and this game is at night, as I said, 7:30 on NBC. Both teams are undefeated to this point. I am going to have to take Penn State. I think James Franklin and the Penn State Nittany Lions get over that hump of the big game. I think they win this game tonight. They are the 3.5-point favorites, so give me Penn State to win this one. I'm going to have them winning 31-28. Oregon actually ends up covering this spread of 3.5. I think this is going to be a very, very good game. We're going to learn a lot about how good both of these teams are, and if they are championship type of good. So give me Penn State to win this game. Okay, moving on to Tennessee at Mississippi State. Tennessee is 3-1, ranked 15th in the country. This game is on the SEC Network at 4:15. Kind of a weird time slot that they had this game here. Tennessee is the 7.5-point favorite in this game. 4-0 Mississippi State, looking 10 times better than they were last year. Blake Shapen healthy, playing really, really good ball right now. And the wide receiver group is really the X factor that has been very, very good. Really got them the win in the Arizona State game, and Fluff Bothwell in that backfield has been very, very solid for Mississippi State as well. I am worried about the Volunteers secondary in this one. They look terrible against Georgia. Now, I know Georgia has some elite guys on the outside, but I think this is a real struggle right now for this Tennessee Volunteers team. UAB was able to take advantage of this secondary at some points, so that kind of worries me going into this one. I do think Tennessee has too much firepower on the offensive side of the ball to lose this football game, but I do think this game is close. I do think Tennessee pulls this game out. Give me 38-35, a high-scoring game here. Tennessee wins by 3, 38-35. Tennessee gets a nice win on the road. Now we got LSU at Ole Miss, 3:30 ABC. I mix these up. It's Ole Miss. It's LSU at Ole Miss. Ole Miss is favored to win this football game. It's a pick'em game, really. They're the 1.5-point favorites. This game is at 3:30 on ABC. Lane Kiffin, I think, is going to have these guys ready. I do. Trinidad Chambliss has looked very, very good, and the LSU offense has looked, even though they have the talent to be one of the best offenses in the country, they have struggled at some points. This game at home, I think Ole Miss actually pulls this one out. I think Lane Kiffin has a very, very good game plan heading into this one, as he usually does. And I think this, even though this LSU defense is absolutely elite, I have to trust in Lane Kiffin and what he is going to do. With Trinidad Chambliss, he's a very, very good runner, and he can get it done in the pass game. So give me Ole Miss to win this one in a tight ball game here. Again, this is a pick'em type of game, but give me a high-scoring game, actually. Very, very high-scoring. Give me 48-41. Ole Miss pulls this game out. Lastly, Kentucky at South Carolina. Last game being picked here. I already have my prediction for this one, but I'm going to go ahead and break it down one more time. 2-1 Kentucky goes on the road in Columbia at night, 7:45. This is going to be a ruckus crowd. 6.5-point favorites is the Gamecocks. They're 2-2 right now. Now they've had 2 straight losses in the SEC so far, at home against Vanderbilt and then on the road at Missouri. but I already have gave my prediction. I do think South Carolina wins this game 24-21. I just think they are in dire need of a win right now. I don't think Shane Beamer can lose this game. I think they're kind of fighting for their lives right now, and they've had a lot of offensive struggles. Now, I think there's a lot of points where Kentucky can win this football game, and they need to do some things to win it, but I do think the just desperation mode right now for Shane Beamer for this season to even make a bowl game is up in the air right now. So I do have to take South Carolina just because of that aspect. I do think it's going to be a very, very close game as the spread is showing. I think on like FanDuel, it's down to 5.5, but the overall is 6.5. But I appreciate you guys coming in here and listening to episode 70 here on the Big Blue Breakdown. This is edition 5 of Coffee Before College Football. Make sure to watch these slate of games, guys. This is an amazing slate of games. I know it's a little late today. Obviously, you can see we're in a totally different location here. But I appreciate you guys coming into this one. Make sure to check us out on social media, on X, TikTok, and Instagram. And then help us out here on YouTube by subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. It's the best way to help out the channel. And then follow us on Spotify as well. I appreciate you guys coming into this one. And as always, go Cats.